Crocodiles are sophisticated hunters who care for their young and use tools, according to new research. Some animals can hunt in groups, exhibiting cooperation and collaboration among members, in addition to being solitary ambush hunters. Crocodiles can communicate in a variety of ways, including threat calls, distress cries, and infrasound booming sounds. Crocodiles command respect since they have the strongest bite in the animal kingdom and would strike at any animal within reach, even unsuspecting humans, as opportunistic hunters. Crocodilians, as apex predators, are extremely well adapted to their surroundings. They have superb vision, a well-developed sense of smell, extraordinary capacity to detect water movement, and a keen sense of hearing. When these characteristics are combined with their massive jaws and teeth, you get a fearsome predator. If intellect is a measure of success, these magnificent reptiles are well equipped to thrive, as they have for almost 200 million years. We're learning that crocs are more intelligent and communicative than we ever gave them credit for, rather than being lazy or stupid. Worldwide, crocodiles are estimated to kill about 1,000 humans per year. Hundreds of crocodile attacks occur yearly in Africa, India, and Southeast Asia, often in small communities where they are not widely reported. Between a third to half are fatal, depending on the species. Croc attacks are far more common than shark attacks, and yet do not receive as much media coverage. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact, however, that cars kill many, many more people than crocs. According to the World Health Organization, approximately 1.35 million people die each year because of road traffic crashes. Crocodile attacks are on the rise, but why? Intelligence is difficult to measure in humans, let alone animals. Finding a single measure of intelligence for different species is extremely difficult. The ability to use tools is one well-respected measure. Another good measure is problem-solving ability. Flexibility is key, particularly the ability to apply general rules in solving new problems and adapting to changing circumstances. I became intrigued when I ran across the headline, "Killer Crocodiles. Why are more humans being attacked in East Timor?" The article reports that incidents of attacks on humans have jumped more than 20-fold over the past 2 decades in East Timor. It's for their daily activities. Crocodiles are expert at targeting people bathing, collecting drinking water, washing clothes, or fishing in small boats. The rate of attacks has jumped from fewer than 1 per year in 1996 to more than a dozen annually. They have had a pretty serious increase in the number of crocodile attacks in the past 10 years, said Sam Banks, a conservation biologist at Australia's Charles Darwin University. Many Timorese believe that the rise in attacks is due to crocs swimming over from Australia in search of food. But DNA results seem to indicate that it is the relatively low numbers of indigenous saltwater crocodiles that are responsible, not foreign crocs. The locals aren't too happy to think that indigenous crocs are a problem, since they revere the reptiles as ancestors. A similar story is unfolding in the Gujarat district of India, with a population of over 3.6 million people. The area is home to hundreds of mugger crocodiles, Crocodilius palustrus, and their numbers are rising. With the jump in crocodile numbers, attacks on humans have also increased in the past 2 decades. From 1960 to 2016, there have been 60 attacks reported in the state, an average of 1 attack per year. But in 2014 alone, the number of attacks was 24. As in Timor, people use the water bodies for fishing and washing, as well as for the potty, making them vulnerable to crocodile attacks, such as habitat loss and increased water use. These trends indicate the flexibility of crocodiles in adapting to their changing environment. Like all top predators, They have an important role to play in maintaining balanced ecosystems by controlling smaller animals that could easily reach pest levels if numbers went unchecked. Unfortunately, many of the villagers who depend on access to local waters are paying the price as these skillful hunters take advantage of new opportunities. Fun facts: crocodiles can go through 4,000 teeth during their lifetime. Crocodiles have between 60 to 110 teeth. When a crocodile loses a tooth, a replacement is ready to take its place. They can replace each of their 80 teeth up to 50 times over their lifespan. Crocodiles have the strongest bite of any animal in the world, with jaws that can apply 5,000 pounds of pressure per square inch. A human jaw produces only about 100 pounds of pressure per square inch in comparison. A crocodile's bite is 10 times more powerful than that of a great white shark. You can tell the difference between a crocodile and an alligator when it closes its mouth. When a crocodile closes its mouth, the teeth remain visible. When an alligator closes its mouth, the teeth disappear. Alligators have small recesses in the upper jaw for the lower teeth. Another key difference between crocodiles and alligators is snout shape. Alligators have wide, U-shaped snouts, while crocodiles have snouts that are more pointed and V-shaped. Large saltwater crocodiles can stay underwater for at least 1 hour because they can reduce their heart rate to 2 to 3 beats per minute. This means that if people use the same spot regularly, a crocodile can lie in wait completely submerged until someone approaches the water's edge. Crocodiles have the most acidic stomach of any vertebrate. This allows them to dissolve and digest bones, hooves, and horns or shells from their prey. Yes, it is true. Crocodiles swallow stones to improve digestion. These stones help grind up the food in their stomachs. The stones, known as gastroliths, make it easier for crocodiles to eat their prey whole and to digest shells and bones. A gastrolith can remain inside the stomach for years. It isn't known if crocodiles swallow stones to change buoyancy. A recent study in the journal Integrative Organismal Biology, however, shows that alligators fill their bellies with small rocks as a way to stay underwater for longer periods of time. By ingesting stones equal to just 2.5% of the alligator's body weight, the animals increase their dive time by an average of 88%, extending it up to 35 minutes. Larger crocodiles can go for over a year without eating a meal. A crocodile can use and store every bit of food that it consumes. They can also adjust their metabolism and, if required, live off their own tissue for a long period of time. Are crocodiles smart enough to use tools? I love to find stories of creatures doing fascinating things. One of the most interesting stories I've come across involves crocodiles actively hunting and eating birds using a very creative hunting strategy. If you spotted a croc lying at the surface of the water for hours on end with a few sticks on its snout, you would probably think there's not much happening. In fact, you might wonder why the lazy creature didn't do something about getting rid of the debris. During bird nesting season, loose sticks and branches can become a sought-after commodity. Herons and egrets build large nests and are always on the lookout for fresh supplies. Some crocodiles and alligators have learned to strategically place loose sticks on their snouts as lures to bring the unsuspecting birds within reach of their giant crushing jaws. If you made it this far, I appreciate it a lot. Kindly like and subscribe for more amazing videos like this. Thanks for watching.